Hey there, crafting friends. Happy Wednesday. It's time for another What's She Making class. And today we're going to be making a fun Just Because card using our new limited edition online exclusive set. It's called Softly Said. It's all sentiments and they're kind of like a watercolored image of each of the phrases. So just because, you are loved, thinking of you, thank you, and celebrate. I love that they're all nice and big and bold. And so these sentiments really can be your card, right? They can be the focal point of your card. So we're going to use that today. And we're going to be featuring our Meandering Meadow, another online exclusive designer series paper, and these are just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful painted images with such vibrant colors. They would make great thank you card backgrounds, birthday cards, sympathy cards. I mean, you name it, these beautiful papers. One of my friends said she was going to frame them. They're just gorgeous. And the back sides are beautiful as well. Lots of kind of watercolored images, painted images, beautiful floral images, all kinds of options with these. So we are going to use one of these papers today to create our card. So I am using a very vanilla card base. So I'm going to set that aside. I'll set aside our example. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our designer paper to the size that we want. So remember, if you are new to my channel, I send out a free tutorial each week on Thursdays. So it's called my Buzz Bulletin. So you can find in the description below to subscribe to that. It's totally free. You get step-by-step instructions and all of the measurements and all the how-tos and the supply list and everything. So you want to make sure that you are subscribed to that as well as my channel, and like and subscribe, and that I would totally appreciate that. So we are going to go ahead and cut down our designer series paper. It comes in 6x6. It's totally beautiful paper. So you want to save all your scraps because we will definitely make something fun with those. All right, so we have our designer series paper cut to size now. And we are going to use today the Just Because image with some Night of Navy ink. So these are red rubber cling stamps, so we don't need our foam mat like we normally do when we are using our photopolymer sets. So we're just going to ink this up. And I always just double check the back just to make sure it's on there evenly, especially with these bigger, bolder stamps. All right, looks good. Okay, and then we're just going to center this on directly onto our designer paper here. We're going to stamp it down. And I like to hold it a second. All right, so we have our Just Because stamped directly onto our designer series paper. And then I'm going to bring in our embossing folder, the exposed brick 3D embossing folder, because I think this is one of the easiest ways to wow up your cards. So I'm bringing in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here. We're going to take our plate number 1, then our 3D folder. We're going to take our image that we just stamped onto our designer paper. We're going to put that into our folder, and we're going to run this through our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now I use the Big Boss. I love it. It can do all the embossing folders as well as all your die cutting. It's fabulous. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open up now our embossing folder here, and we'll pull out our designer paper, and we just took that wow paper to like really wow. So it's got all of that definition in there, all of that texture, and it really just kind of brings that paper to life. So now that's mainly our card. So we're going to take our card base. This is a very vanilla card base. I'm going to take some, like, look, even this side. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to take some of our liquid green glue here, and we're going to go ahead and put that right on the back. I almost need some new glue here. Right on the back of our designer paper. And we're going to adhere that right to our very vanilla. Of course, you could always add some Stampin' dimensionals to the back if you wanted to really pop up that designer series paper. All right, so we've got that adhered. And now I'm going to bring in another online exclusive, which is our new Dragonflies and Birds gold embellishments. They're flat, they're so pretty. So we're going to use some of the birds today, and we're just going to go ahead and adhere these down, one on each of the ends of our sentiment there, and we'll put one more right in the trees. I love these because they're flat, so it's not going to increase your mailing or anything like that. But look, it just adds kind of that wow with the gold embellishments. Those birds and the dragonflies are in there as well. But that is our super simple just because card. We could use this for anything. I love to have these on hand to just be able to send a happy note someone's way. And look at just how beautiful that designer series paper is and how it just so comes to life with the stamping it first and then embossing it. So I hope you enjoyed today's card. I'd love to know your favorite parts in the comments. I always watch the comments and love to respond to each of you. I thank you so much for watching, and I will be back next week with another What's She Making Wednesday.